Well, I'm sitting on top of the world. I'm laughing at clouds all up above. Hey, welcome to the Man Cave here at Wistful Vistas in beautiful suburban San Diego, California. I didn't think I'd say those anytime too soon, but here we are back in the Man Cave. And what this is, I'm going to intro this into some vlog that I shot just the day before yesterday because I was out on the Aprilia. Wahoo! A little more about that. Stand by. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are slipping the surly bonds of Santaluz. Now, I'm trying a big experiment here. I'm recording this on an external audio recorder because my built-in mic somehow malfunctioned on the helmet itself. But I didn't really want to lose the video clip because it was my first ride post-cancer, getting back out on the road, and we've got that lovely Aprilia exhaust installed. So the first challenge, of course, you come up to a light is, did it trip the signal? And we did. And we are heading back out on the open road. Let's listen to that exhaust for a sec. Does that sound cool or what? I really love it. That's a great new mod. And we're going to tool along my local road here. And the entire ride is going to be rather subdued because I'm really getting my riding chops back here. And while I feel pretty good on the bike, there's still some things I'm a little bit tentative about. And I need to mix it up in traffic, get used to the cars being around, and just get my overall motorcycle thing back where you do things subconsciously or unconsciously, I guess, like coming to stops and putting the foot down and that sort of thing. And you've got to get readjusted to the closing rates between you and the other cars. Okay, just went by a couple of trucks there, got a little open road ahead of us. All the curves on this road are pretty benign and nice. So we'll just tool along for a second here. As I say, this is all somewhat of an experiment. And when I overlay the audio on top of the ride, I want to preserve that Aprilia sound as much as I can. At the same time, I want to be able to narrate and add what it is that I'm thinking and talking about. Right now, in this stage of the ride, what I'm really enjoying is the sound of that exhaust and just tooling along in fourth gear here, not even hardly exercising the machine, but listening to the burble of that fantastic Aprilia. It was a beautiful day in Santaluz when I went out and took this ride, so I was very, very happy for this to be my inaugural time around here. And I chose a time when there wasn't a whole lot of traffic around because I wanted to concentrate on me. Now, say what you will, motorcycle riding is more or less second nature, etc., etc. I've got to say that there are still some specific skill sets involved with motorcycle riding. And you'll notice that I'm checking around a little bit more tentative, but feeling pretty good at this stage, actually, as we roll up to this red light. Really kind of feeling good and getting a little more trusting as we move along. Working through the gears. Love that quick shifter up. That is great. And the auto blipper down is just as smooth. Right now, everything is working well, just weaving around a bit, and loving this lovely local road and the day. Temperature on the day was about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's call that 21, 22 Celsius, maybe 20, maybe 22 Celsius. So just a perfect day for riding the bike, a little cool, but yet plenty of sunshine out there. And this is a great road to come back out to take the ride because it is smoother, although there are some potholes to be aware of recently. It is smoother and it's not overly trafficked at this time of day. So working on the slow down and getting right set up here and looking down at the speedometer to see if I caught neutral coming up. I just watched a motorcycle training video by a gentleman I've watched for probably the better part of 8 years. The web channel is called Roadcraft Nottingham. And he's out of Nottingham, England, but his instructional videos are excellent. And even if you're an experienced rider, it's good to check him out because he's really thinking all the time. Working the brake here. Working those levers, thinking about do I have them adjusted or not. Those are the new ASV adjustable levers that I talked about, and really like them. I did not dislike the stock levers that came with the Aprilia. I want to get that right, but these are prettier, these are better looking. I like that little red adjustable knurl knob you can sometimes see as they pop into the video. And they give you more adjustability without overly altering the bite point for both the brakes and the clutch. So riding along here, enjoying the day, getting used to the acceleration, and keeping myself more or less out of trouble as we move along here. And I'm beginning to think, hey, I've got this. Let me know what you think. Little quiet, little steady throttle. I have the upflash for the Acura exhaust installed with this, and quite honestly, my verdict is still out on the up map that was installed. It's just doesn't seem to be as smooth as I recall it on my 2017 when I had that Acura exhaust and up map installed. So I'm a little curious about it. Now, that was a actual Aprilia race map that was installed in my 2017. This is not. Aprilia no longer do that, or it's very hard to get a hold of. But this is the, I can't recall the name at the moment. I'll give you the name on the video. But this is the install and Bluetooth communication up map install, and while I think it's nice, quote unquote nice, I don't think it is as good as the Aprilia race map with the Acura exhaust that I had on the 2017. A little less smooth and a little jerkier down at the lower rev range, depending upon the gear that you're in. But this is good for me. Getting used to the all the new setup. Filming this on a GoPro 9 with the Max Lens mod and the Media mod, and for whatever reason, and I don't know what the reason is, the Media mod failed to connect properly with the lavalier mic that I was using, and I had just tested it out. I should have tested it out on this day that I took the ride, but I just tested it out the day before I took this ride, and it worked. Somewhere in between there and then, this has not worked out. So that's why I'm attempting this voiceover, and we'll just ride along with this for a moment or two longer, because not the most exciting riding that you're going to see on a vlog, but good for me. And we continue right around our neighborhood on the ride back. Feeling pretty good about this at the moment. Sun shining, bike's rolling, all looks relatively good. So let's rip it up through the rev range just a little bit. Oh yeah, she likes to pop when you hit that power button. Then let's be a little respectful of speed limits in the area. This is not unusual to see our local constabulary watching the area to look for people just like me! Exclamation mark. But what's fun about this part of the ride is pretty nice. This is coming around Santaluz. But what's fun about this particular segment, you will see as we end up in a moment or two here, is we have somebody that has actually crashed. They've crashed their car into our entry gate to the community. And we're going to see it. We get to see it in pretty good detail coming up. And I've got to say, once you look at it, if you've got any ideas, let me know. But I cannot for the life of me see how a person could get their car into the position that the young chap was driving this car did. The only thing I can guess is that he was trying to hit the brake pedal and stepped on the accelerator instead. Anyway, not entirely sure. But look at this day. Since we've had so much rain in San Diego, look to the left, Lamborghini. Since we've had so much rain in San Diego, the vegetation has really popped. Now there's a cycle to the vegetation in San Diego, and that is it greens up and looks very nice in the winter due to the weather we get. And it usually dries out and is pretty browned by, let's say, this time in May. But we're going to go into the summer with a lot of bloom and a lot of beautiful coloration. So here we are coming up to the north gate of our little concentration camp. And hey, look right in front of me, a Rivian. That's that's a new manufacturer of all-electric vehicles. Not inexpensive, and I hear the range is questionable. If anybody knows more about them, let me know. But one of the first things I notice here, sitting waiting to get in, is that it's very unusual. Our gate is generally efficient in getting traffic in and out, and it's really unusual that would back up like this. So here I am behind this Rivian, and I'm wondering what the heck is going on up there just ahead. So hold on a minute here, and the cars will clear out of the way so that I can get around them. I'd go past that Rivian, but I don't know if it's going to use the guest entrance or the visitor's entrance. Guest or visitors. Guest or residence. Residence just to the right. So look straight ahead, and you'll see this car. How do you crash here? It's a crack up. We're going to go by. There he is to the left, and that is just an awesome parking job. Dude, you can't park there. So tell me, how did that guy get his car stuck up on the side there? Let me know about it and get back to me in comments. Okay, we are back here at Wistful Vistas, just rolling around enjoying the look of the day. And not a bad idea to end it here, as a matter of fact, because we can't go very quickly. Our nominal speed limit here is 25 miles an hour, and here I am getting all the way up to 27. The only thing to note back here when we get to this point is, once again, the engine running cooler with the deletion of that flapper valve and the new mapping done on the system. Now, it was a little smoother at this point, and there is some self-learning that goes on with these remap systems, so perhaps it's just going to smooth out with a little bit of time. But here we are back at Wistful Vistas. Good running bike. The guy riding it seems to be doing pretty well also, getting back into the great scheme of things. And hey, ladies and gentlemen out there, if you're a rider, ride safe, and I hope to be back to you with more rides in the not too distant future. And here we are, pulling up into my steeply inclined driveway. I'm not too sure. This is always disappointing. It doesn't show how steep it is, but I roll up there and then let gravity bring me back and take a shot at getting the bike back more or less level to get her into the man cave here. And you'll see we're on the fourth segment there. I think you might be able to make that out, which isn't too bad for a Tuono on a hot day. We'll get it parked, and then we're going to drop the kickstand here. You'll see now it's steeped, banked steeply to my left. You can look in the rear, you can look in my phone there. Okay, finding the kickstand. Now watch, when we lean it over, it goes, whoa, how far you gotta go? Always that minute of doubt, because the driveway is so steeply banked there. Yeah, look down that driveway. And we're going to do a quick walk around the machine here and talk about it. Once again, my mic was not picking up anything that I was saying at this time. But hey, who's complaining about that? We're going to shut her off in a second. There she goes. You can hear the fan running. It doesn't run long, but there it goes. And there it shuts off. So again, I'm just going to comment that it seems to be running cooler. Now we're going to approach it, 2021 Aprilia factory, and take a look at some of the add-ons we've done here with my Shamrocks for luck. So far holding out, more or less. Not entirely. Another Shamron on the back and my GoPro sticker. Shout out to GoPro. I do enjoy the use of their equipment. They do good equipment, but I try to be honest about it all. And the tail tidy. And of course the Akrapovic aftermarket exhaust. And I think it looks good. I think it improves the looks of the bike a whole lot, as a matter of fact. And it just cleans out a whole bunch of stuff on the underside of the bike and makes that exhaust stinger that sticks back there a lot more pretty. I'm going to put it that way with the machine. So, liking that. And it's been a good ride. Like being out on this thing. Thanks for watching, and we shall see you later. There's the ASV aftermarket lever on the brake side. Like it. Really like the way that looks. There we go. So, talk to you later. Stand back, take another look at the bike, and ride safe. Hope to get back to you soon.